The African savanna is a vast and ancient stage, a living tapestry woven over millions of years. It is a world painted in broad, dramatic strokes, where the land seems to stretch on forever, merging seamlessly with the sky in a breathtaking display of openness and scale. The geography of the savanna is defined by its endless plains, punctuated by gentle hills and shallow valleys. These vast grasslands are interspersed with occasional rocky outcrops and ancient termite mounds rising like islands in a sea of green and gold. To the distant horizon, the land is open and exposed, with only the faintest suggestion of mountains or escarpments marking the boundaries of this immense ecosystem. The ground itself is a deep reddish-brown, rich with iron and minerals, glowing in the golden light of dawn and dusk. During the dry season, the soil cracks and hardens, but with the rains it transforms, nourishing the life above. The savanna is far from barren. It is cloaked in a sea of grasses, some short and tufted, others tall and waving, each species adapted to the cycles of rain and drought. These grasses whisper and dance with every breath of wind, their roots binding the soil and their blades feeding countless mouths. Many of these grasses are tinged with red, a sign of the iron-rich earth below. They are the foundation of life here, supporting an intricate web of herbivores and, in turn, the predators that follow. Dotted across the plains are the iconic acacia trees, their flat-topped canopies casting delicate shadows on the ground. These trees, along with the mighty baobabs and resilient shrubs, are perfectly adapted to the savanna's extremes. Acacias offer the only real shade, a precious refuge for those who can climb or reach their branches. Their thorns and leaves are a lifeline for many, from towering giraffes to tiny birds and insects. In this exposed environment, there is nowhere to truly hide. The openness of the savanna shapes every life that calls it home. Every movement is visible. Every rustle in the grass could signal life or death. The savanna is a place where vigilance is a way of life. Survival here is a constant high-stakes game, played out every single day and night. The rules are unwritten but absolute, carved into the instincts of every creature. To live another day requires a masterful blend of skills, keen senses, swift reflexes, and the ability to read the subtle signs of the land. Some rely on speed, able to outrun danger, or close in on a meal in a blinding flash. Others depend on the strength of the group, working together to overcome even the most formidable challenges. The savanna is home to the fastest land animals on Earth, where a single sprint can mean the difference between life and death. Teamwork is a powerful force here, with herds and flocks banding together for protection, navigation, and survival. Strategy is everything. Every animal, predator or prey, must make split-second decisions that can change the course of their lives. The great herds of herbivores are the heartbeat of the savanna. Zebras, wildebeest, antelopes and buffalo move in vast numbers, shaping the land as they graze and migrate. Their migrations are among the most spectacular sights in nature, a life-giving current that sustains predators and scavengers alike. These herbivores are the engine of the ecosystem, converting the endless supply of grass into muscle, energy, and new life. In turn, they become the prize for a spectacular cast of predators, lions, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas, and wild dogs, each with their own unique hunting strategies. From the coordinated ambush of a lion pride to the explosive sprint of a cheetah, the savanna is a stage for some of the most dramatic hunts on Earth. Each predator has evolved to exploit a different niche, ensuring a delicate balance between hunter and hunted. The air hums with tension, a constant awareness that predator and prey are locked in an eternal natural conflict. The savanna is a world of breathtaking beauty, but also of harsh realities. Life here is shaped by the relentless cycles of abundance and scarcity. The climate is defined by dramatic seasonal changes. The arrival of the rains transforms the plains into a lush green paradise, while the long dry months parch the earth and concentrate life around dwindling waterholes. The sun is a powerful force, driving temperatures to punishing extremes. Every living thing must adapt to the heat, the drought, and the sudden storms. From the tiniest insects to the largest buffalo, every animal has evolved remarkable adaptations. Thick skins, water-storing humps, nocturnal habits and migratory journeys to survive the savanna's challenges. Some travel vast distances in search of water, while others dig deep or wait patiently for the rains. Each species has its own strategy for enduring the extremes. This intricate balance of life, honed over millennia, is what makes the savanna one of the most dynamic and compelling ecosystems on our planet. Here, every plant and animal is a vital thread in the fabric of survival, and the story of the savanna is written in the tracks, calls and colours of its wild inhabitants. The lion, Panthera leo, reigns supreme over the savanna, its presence commanding respect from all who share this vast domain. Yet, the lion's dominance is not a matter of speed alone, but of intricate strategy, strength, and social cohesion. A fully grown male lion, weighing up to 200 kilograms, is a living embodiment of power. Its muscular frame built for explosive action and territorial defense. The male's thunderous roar, echoing for miles, marks the boundaries of its territory and signals its presence to all nearby. Lionesses, smaller and more agile at around 130 kilograms, are the pride's primary hunters, their bodies honed for stealth and coordination. With a bite force of 650 psi, lions can crush bone and subdue even the largest prey. Their claws, extending up to 4 centimeters, are formidable weapons, capable of gripping and bringing down struggling animals. Despite their power, lions are not built for endurance. Their bodies are designed for short, intense bursts of speed and strength. At their peak, lions can sprint up to 80 kilometers per hour, but only for a brief distance of 40 to 50 meters before overheating forces them to stop. To overcome this limitation, lions have perfected a step-by-step hunting strategy, centered on ambush and teamwork. The hunt begins with the pride identifying a suitable target, often a vulnerable or isolated animal within a herd. Under the cover of darkness or the dim light of dawn, the lionesses spread out, using the low visibility to their advantage. They move into the wind, ensuring their scent is carried away from the prey, minimizing the risk of detection. Using the tall grass as cover, the lionesses advance with slow, deliberate movements, remaining nearly invisible. The pride fans out in a semicircle, gradually encircling the chosen target and cutting off possible escape routes. Some lionesses act as drivers, subtly herding the prey toward the waiting ambushers, who remain hidden and motionless. The hunters close the distance, aiming to get within 20 to 30 meters, close enough for a sudden, explosive charge. The final pounce is only launched when the gap narrows to under 15 meters, maximizing the chance of a successful takedown. Throughout the hunt, silent communication, glances, subtle movements and positioning ensures perfect coordination. A sudden shift in the wind or a misstep can alert the prey, causing it to flee and forcing the pride to abandon the hunt. Failed hunts are common, with only about 30% resulting in a meal, making each attempt a costly gamble of energy and risk. When a hunt fails, the pride must recover, often going days without food, their energy reserves dwindling. After a strenuous chase, lions must rest and cool down, as their body temperature can soar above 39 degrees Celsius. This recovery period leaves them vulnerable to other predators and scavengers, highlighting the risks of every hunt. The loss of an experienced lioness can disrupt the pride's hunting efficiency, threatening the survival of cubs and adults alike. The pride's social structure is the foundation of its strength. Bonds are reinforced through grooming, nuzzling and cooperative care of cubs. A typical pride consists of 10 to 15 related females, their cubs and a coalition of adult males. While the lionesses hunt, the males patrol and defend a territory that can stretch from 50 to 250 square kilometers. Males mark boundaries with scent and roaring, deterring intruders and rival coalitions. They also protect the pride's cubs from threats such as hyenas, leopards and other lions. This division of labour, hunters and guardians, ensures the pride's continued survival and dominance. As apex predators, lions play a crucial role in the ecosystem, regulating prey populations and maintaining the balance of the savannah. Their coordinated hunts, complex social bonds and territorial vigilance make them the undisputed rulers of their world. If the lion is the king of strength, the cheetah, Acinonyx jubatus, is the undisputed champion of speed. This remarkable cat is built for one thing: explosive acceleration. Every aspect of its body is fine-tuned for the hunt. With a lightweight, elongated frame weighing between 35 and 65 kilograms, the cheetah is a marvel of biological engineering. Its slender limbs, deep chest and small collarbone reduce resistance and maximize stride length. It can go from a standstill to 95 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds, a feat that outclasses most sports cars. This incredible burst is made possible by its uniquely flexible spine, which acts like a spring, allowing the cheetah to stretch and contract its body, covering 7 to 8 meters in a single stride. Its long, muscular tail acts as a counterbalance, swinging side to side like a rudder to help the cheetah make lightning-fast turns and maintain stability while pursuing agile prey. Unlike lions, cheetahs hunt alone and during the day, relying on their exceptional eyesight to scan the open savannah for movement. Their vision is adapted for spotting prey at great distances, even in the shimmering heat. The hunt begins with a slow, calculated stalk. The cheetah keeps its body low, using patches of tall grass and undulating terrain as cover, inching closer to its target with every silent step. A cheetah needs open terrain with enough cover to get within about 100 meters of its target without being seen. Every movement is measured, every muscle coiled in anticipation. When the moment is right, the cheetah explodes from its hiding place, launching into a breathtaking chase. It is one of the most dramatic spectacles in the natural world, a blur of focused energy and motion. The cheetah's claws, unlike those of other cats, are only semi-retractable, providing extra grip on the ground, while its enlarged nasal passages and lungs gulp in air to fuel the sprint. But this incredible speed comes at a great cost. The chase is so intense that the cheetah's body temperature can soar past a dangerous 40 degrees Celsius in just 20 to 30 seconds, forcing it to abandon the hunt if it cannot catch its prey quickly. After such an immense exertion, whether the hunt is successful or not, the cheetah is left completely exhausted, its sides heaving as it tries to recover. It needs more than 30 minutes to recover, its breath coming in ragged gasps, heart pounding from the effort. During this time, the cheetah is incredibly vulnerable. Its slender build, perfect for speed, offers little defense against the powerful jaws of lions or the relentless persistence of hyenas. This is the cheetah's great paradox. Its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. The energy spent in the chase leaves it exposed and unable to defend itself or its hard-won meal. With a hunting success rate of around 50%, as noted by National Geographic in 2024, cheetahs are effective hunters, using their speed and precision to bring down fleet-footed antelope and other small to medium-sized prey. However, they lack the physical strength to defend their prize. Larger predators often lurk nearby, waiting for the opportunity to steal a cheetah's kill. It is a common and tragic sight to see an exhausted cheetah forced to surrender its hard-won meal to lions or a clan of hyenas who use their numbers and power to overwhelm the solitary sprinter. The savannah itself presents its own challenges. Open grasslands provide the space cheetahs need to reach their top speeds, but also leave them exposed to the watchful eyes of rivals and the harsh elements. With fewer than 7,000 individuals remaining in the wild, the cheetah is racing towards extinction. Their survival depends on the delicate balance of the savanna ecosystem. Only in vast, uninterrupted grasslands can cheetahs truly unleash their speed and employ their specialized hunting techniques. Natural barriers such as dense thickets, rocky outcrops and shifting watercourses can limit their ability to chase prey and fragment their territories. These obstacles not only restrict their hunting grounds, but can also isolate populations, making it harder for cheetahs to find mates and maintain genetic diversity. The cheetah's story is a poignant reminder that even the most perfectly adapted creature can be pushed to the brink when its environment is irrevocably changed. In the wild heart of the savannah, the cheetah's fleeting reign is a testament to both the beauty and fragility of nature's design. The African wild dog, Lycaon pictus, may not have the lion's power or the cheetah's speed, but it is arguably the most successful large predator on the savannah. These animals, often called painted dogs because of their unique mottled coats, have a hunting success rate that can reach an astonishing 80%, according to the Smithsonian Institute of Wildlife Biology's 2024 data. Weighing less than 30 kilograms, they are not built for brute force, but for incredible endurance, and above all for teamwork that is unrivaled in the animal kingdom. Their hunting strategy is a marvel of coordination. Rather than relying on stealth or speed alone, wild dogs engage in long-distance pursuits, systematically wearing down their prey through relentless organized chases. Every hunt is a display of intricate teamwork. Each member of the pack knows its role, and the group moves as a single fluid entity, constantly communicating and adjusting their tactics in real time. Packs can range from a handful to over 20 individuals, and their strength lies in their unity. The pack operates as a living organism, with each dog attuned to the movements and signals of the others. When a target is chosen, the hunt begins with a sudden burst of energy. The pack fans out, some members driving the prey forward while others anticipate escape routes ready to intercept. During the chase, wild dogs rotate positions at the front, allowing tired individuals to fall back and rest while fresher members take the lead. This relay system enables the pack to maintain a punishing pace over several kilometers. Endurance is their greatest weapon. While their prey tires, the pack remains relentless, their stamina and cooperation outlasting even the swiftest antelope. Communication is constant. High-pitched chirps, yips and whines allow the pack to coordinate, signaling changes in direction, alerting to obstacles, or calling for reinforcements at critical moments. This seamless cooperation enables wild dogs to bring down prey much larger than themselves, a feat few other predators can match. The size of the pack is crucial. Larger packs can split into subgroups, flanking prey or even hunting multiple animals at once, while smaller packs struggle to maintain the same level of coordination and success. When numbers dwindle, the intricate web of teamwork begins to unravel. Packs with fewer than 6 members often fail to coordinate effectively, and their hunts become less successful. Without enough hunters, prey escapes more frequently, and the pack's survival is threatened. Vulnerability increases as pack size shrinks, making it harder to defend against rival predators or to provide for all members. But the wild dog pack is more than a hunting machine. It is a tightly knit family. Bonds are reinforced through play, grooming and gentle interactions, creating a foundation of trust and loyalty. After a successful hunt, the pack's social structure shines. The young and the sick are given priority at the kill, a rare display of compassion in the wild. This selfless behaviour ensures that every member, regardless of strength or status, is cared for, maintaining the health and unity of the group. The wild dog's survival depends on this intricate balance of cooperation, communication, and care. Every hunt, every meal, every playful moment strengthens the bonds that hold the pack together. In the vast savannah, where competition is fierce and danger is ever present, it is this unity that sets the wild dog apart. Even when faced with larger predators, wild dogs rely on their numbers and coordination to defend themselves and their hard-won meals, though they are often forced to yield to the sheer strength of lions or hyenas. Their survival tactics extend beyond the hunt. Wild dogs are nomadic, covering vast distances to find food and avoid competition, always moving as a cohesive unit. Vigilance is constant. While some rest, others stand guard, ever watchful for danger, ensuring the safety of the entire pack. When illness or injury strikes, the pack's social bonds become a lifeline. Members groom and care for the weak, giving them a chance to recover and rejoin the hunt. The story of the wild dog is one of extraordinary adaptation, where survival is not just about strength or speed, but about the power of unity, cooperation, and the unbreakable bonds of the pack. The leopard, Panthera pardus, is the embodiment of stealth and solitude, a silent shadow that glides through the savannah, rarely seen but always present. Its presence is felt more than witnessed, a testament to its mastery of secrecy. Weighing less than 90 kilograms, the leopard is a solitary figure, relying on its own cunning rather than the strength of a group. Unlike other large predators, it does not depend on teamwork or the ability to outrun its prey over long distances. Its survival hinges on an extraordinary ability to remain invisible, melting into the landscape with a grace that is almost supernatural. The leopard's coat, adorned with intricate rosette patterns, is a marvel of natural design. This camouflage allows it to vanish into the dappled sunlight of the bush, the shifting shadows of trees and the tangled undergrowth. A master of patience, the leopard is a solitary opportunist. It can spend hours, even an entire day, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike, its body perfectly still, every muscle coiled in anticipation. Its hunting strategy is pure ambush. The leopard relies on getting as close as possible to its prey, using every available shadow and patch of cover, before unleashing a sudden, explosive attack. Each hunt is a silent, nerve-wracking affair. The leopard's intense gaze never wavers, its focus absolute as it moves with calculated precision. Its padded paws are designed for silence, allowing it to move across dry leaves and cracked earth without a sound. This near-supernatural quiet is one of its greatest weapons. With infinite patience, the leopard can creep to within just 3 to 6 meters of an unsuspecting animal, remaining undetected until the very last moment. From this close range, its powerful hind legs propel it forward in a devastating pounce, the attack swift and overwhelming. If detected from more than 15 meters away, the leopard will almost always abandon the hunt. It lacks the stamina for a prolonged chase, and so the element of surprise is everything. Every move is calculated, every step measured. The leopard is among the most precise and methodical hunters on the plains, relying on its wits and patience to secure a meal. Yet perhaps its most remarkable adaptation is its strength and agility as a climber. The leopard is unrivaled in its ability to ascend trees, leaping between branches with effortless grace. This arboreal prowess sets it apart from all other large carnivores of the savannah, granting it access to a world above the reach of rivals. After a successful hunt, the leopard can haul prey up to 1.5 times its own weight into the safety of the treetops, a feat of strength and balance that few animals can match. By storing its kill high above the ground, the leopard protects its hard-earned meal from scavengers that roam below, such as lions and hyenas, ensuring that its efforts are not wasted. This treetop larder allows the leopard to feed for days, conserving energy and reducing the risk of dangerous encounters with other predators. Despite these advantages, the leopard's life is not without peril. Its secretive nature and climbing skills offer protection, but vulnerability remains. On the ground, the leopard is smaller and less powerful than the lion, and will almost always choose to retreat rather than risk a direct confrontation. Dragging a heavy kill to safety is a demanding task, leaving the leopard exposed and exhausted, a rare moment of vulnerability for this elusive hunter. The leopard's world is changing. As the savannah is carved by new barriers and shrinking wild spaces, the leopard must adapt to survive. These adaptable cats sometimes venture near livestock enclosures, drawn by the promise of easy prey, but this brings new dangers and challenges. The ghost of the savannah remains a master of survival, its secretive power and unique adaptations allowing it to endure. Yet even this most elusive of hunters must navigate a world with ever fewer places to hide. The zebra, Equus quagga, is one of the most iconic animals of the African plains. Its black and white stripes a stunning visual spectacle shimmering beneath the sun. But these stripes are far more than mere decoration. They are the foundation of a sophisticated defense system, a living shield against the dangers lurking in the savannah. Weighing between 180 and 400 kilograms, the zebra's true power lies not in brute strength, but in a remarkable blend of stamina, agility, and tactical movement. When danger strikes, a zebra can accelerate to speeds of 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, its hooves pounding the earth in a blur of motion. Yet it is not just speed that saves the zebra. Endurance is its secret weapon, allowing it to maintain a relentless pace long after predators like lions have exhausted their short, explosive bursts of energy. The zebra's evasive maneuvers are a masterclass in unpredictability. Instead of fleeing in a straight line, it weaves and zigzags, twisting and turning with sudden bursts of speed, making it nearly impossible for a pursuer to anticipate its next move. Every sense is sharpened for survival. The zebra's vigilance is legendary, its head constantly raised, eyes and ears scanning the horizon for the faintest sign of danger. With eyes set wide on either side of its head, the zebra enjoys a nearly 360-degree field of vision, able to detect movement from almost any direction. This panoramic awareness means a predator's approach rarely goes unnoticed, even when the threat comes from behind or the flanks. The zebra's large, mobile ears act as finely tuned radar, swiveling independently to catch the faintest rustle of grass or distant growl, alerting the herd to danger long before it arrives. This early warning system is vital. A single moment of alertness can mean the difference between life and death. When one zebra senses a threat, ears pricked, body tense, the signal is instantly relayed through the herd, a silent language of survival. The entire group responds as one, a living wave of motion ready to flee at the slightest provocation. Social bonds are the heart of zebra life. Within the herd, family groups form tight-knit units, each member attuned to the moods and movements of the others. These bonds create a formidable collective, where the strength of the group far outweighs that of any individual. When a predator attacks, the herd erupts in a coordinated yet chaotic retreat. Zebras scattering in all directions, each one moving with purpose, yet never straying far from the group. The swirling mass of stripes creates a dazzling, ever-shifting pattern, making it nearly impossible for a predator to single out a target. This dazzle camouflage is a powerful visual defense, disorienting the hunter during the most critical moments of the chase. If a foal or vulnerable member is threatened, the stallion will not hesitate to defend, charging and kicking with enough force to injure or even kill a lion. Despite these formidable defences, zebras remain a primary food source for the savannah's top predators: lions, cheetahs, wild dogs and hyenas. The constant threat of predation keeps the zebra ever watchful, its survival dependent on unwavering vigilance and the unity of the herd. Life for the zebra is a never-ending journey across the plains, always searching for fresh grass and water, always exposed to the risks of open country. Each migration brings new challenges, as herds must cross territories patrolled by hungry predators, ever alert to the dangers that shadow their every step. Even the simple act of drinking is fraught with peril, as predators often lie in wait at waterholes ready to ambush the unwary. The zebra's story is one of resilience and adaptation, a testament to the power of keen senses, endurance, and the unbreakable bonds of the herd. In the wild savannah, these strategies are the key to survival, giving the zebra a fighting chance in a world where every day is a test of speed, strategy, and unity. The wildebeest, or Janu Conoceates taurinus, is the very soul of the savannah's great migrations. Their journey is a living river, flowing across the vast grasslands in a ceaseless quest for survival. These seemingly ungainly animals are defined not by their grace or speed, but by their almost unbelievable endurance. Day after day they traverse endless plains, their hooves drumming a steady rhythm into the earth. Weighing between 160 and 270 kilograms, wildebeest are built for long-distance travel. Their sturdy frames and powerful legs are perfectly adapted for the relentless march across the savannah. Each year, over 1 million wildebeest embark on a colossal journey across the Serengeti and Masai Mara ecosystems, following the rains in a relentless search for fresh grazing. The migration is a living tapestry, stretching as far as the eye can see, a testament to the power of instinct and the pull of survival. They can maintain a steady pace of 15 to 25 kilometers per hour for hours on end, and when threatened, they can muster a sprint of up to 80 kilometers per hour, matching the top speed of a lion. This combination of stamina and speed is their shield against the dangers that stalk the grasslands. This endless migration is the wildebeest's primary survival strategy. By moving as one, the herd becomes a force of nature, shaping the very landscape they cross. By constantly moving, they avoid overgrazing any single area and can often outpace the territories of resident predators. The grasslands are given time to recover, and the cycle of life continues, nourished by the wildebeest's passage. However, the journey itself is filled with peril. Every step forward brings new challenges, rivers to cross, predators to evade, and the ever-present uncertainty of the wild. The most dramatic moments come during river crossings, where thousands of animals must plunge into crocodile-infested waters. The current is swift, the banks steep, and danger lurks beneath the surface. Their poor depth perception makes them vulnerable, and panic can set in, leading to chaos and drownings. Yet the herd presses on, driven by the promise of green pastures on the other side. On land, the massive herds attract every major predator on the plains. The migration is a moving feast, and the eyes of lions, hyenas, and wild dogs are ever watchful. Lions, hyenas, and wild dogs follow the migration, taking advantage of the sheer number of potential targets. The chase is relentless, and only the strongest and most alert survive. Although they may appear to be easy prey, wildebeest are far from helpless. Their senses are sharp, and their resolve is fierce. They are armed with sharp, curved horns that can reach up to 60 centimeters in length, and they will not hesitate to use them. These formidable weapons are a warning to any predator that dares to attack. When cornered or defending their young, a wildebeest will often countercharge with surprising aggression. The herd rallies together, forming a living shield around the vulnerable. A 2024 Smithsonian study highlighted the danger these animals pose to their hunters, finding that over 15% of serious lion injuries in migration zones were inflicted by wildebeest counterattacks. The balance of power is never certain on the savannah. A well-aimed horn or a powerful kick can be fatal, reminding predators that this meal comes with a significant risk. The struggle for survival is fierce, and every encounter is a test of strength and will. The herd also provides safety in numbers, making it difficult for a predator to isolate a single healthy adult. The unity of the group is their greatest defense. The Great Migration is now facing unprecedented challenges. The sky darkens with uncertainty, and the path ahead is fraught with new obstacles. Climate change is altering rainfall patterns, making the wildebeest's ancient routes less predictable. The land grows harsher, and the promise of rain becomes ever more elusive. Longer dry seasons can force them into areas with higher predator density or less nutritious grass, weakening the herd. The struggle for sustenance becomes more desperate and the risks multiply. These changes can also affect the timing of river crossings, making them even more hazardous. The rivers may run low or flood unexpectedly, turning each crossing into a gamble with fate. The survival of the wildebeest is inextricably linked to the health of the entire savanna ecosystem. Their migration shapes the land, supports countless other species, and maintains the delicate balance of life. Their epic journey shapes the landscape, provides food for countless predators, and stands as one of the last great spectacles of the natural world, a powerful symbol of life's relentless, enduring cycle. The wildebeest migration is not just a journey, it is the heartbeat of the savannah, echoing through the ages, a testament to resilience, unity, and the eternal dance of survival. The African buffalo, Cincerus caffer, stands as a living fortress on the savannah, one of the most formidable and respected animals in Africa's wild heart. Unlike many prey species that rely on speed or stealth to evade danger, the African buffalo is built for confrontation. Its body is a testament to raw strength. Thick, rippling muscles ripple beneath a tough hide, and every movement radiates power and readiness. An adult buffalo can weigh up to 500 kilograms, or nearly half a ton, and stands over 1.6 meters tall at the shoulder. This immense size makes it one of the heaviest and most physically imposing herbivores on the continent. Its most iconic feature is the massive set of horns which curve outward and downward before sweeping up. At the base, these horns fuse into a thick, bony shield called a boss, nature's own helmet, capable of absorbing and delivering tremendous force. When threatened, a buffalo can unleash a charge at speeds of 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. The ground shakes beneath their hooves, and the sight of a charging buffalo is enough to make even the most determined predator hesitate. Yet, the true strength of the African buffalo lies not just in individual might, but in the collective power of the herd. Herds can number from a few dozen to several hundred, and their social bonds are remarkably strong. When danger approaches, buffaloes do not scatter in panic. Instead, they gather tightly, presenting a united, impenetrable front. Their instinct is to stand their ground, using their numbers and solidarity as a shield. If a predator, such as a pride of lions, is detected, the herd immediately shifts into a defensive formation. The buffaloes communicate through grunts and body language, coordinating their movements with remarkable precision. The strongest adults form a protective ring around the vulnerable calves and older members, creating a living wall of muscle, horns, and hooves. This formation is nearly impossible for predators to penetrate without risking serious injury. This united front is so intimidating that even the most experienced predators often abandon their hunt, unwilling to face the wrath of a determined herd. The herd's motto is simple: an injury to one is a concern for all. If a member is attacked, the entire group may rush to its aid, driving off predators with a coordinated counterattack. Their reputation for aggression is well earned. Buffaloes are quick to display warning signs, shaking their heads, pawing the ground and snorting before launching into action. They are unpredictable and fiercely protective, making them one of the most dangerous animals for any would-be attacker. If a predator manages to isolate a buffalo, the herd may turn the tables, mobbing the attacker with overwhelming force. This collective retaliation is a powerful deterrent. According to recent data from the Smithsonian Institute of Wildlife Biology, over 20% of lions that regularly hunt buffalo suffer serious, sometimes fatal injuries. The cost of attacking a buffalo herd is high. A charging buffalo can easily gore or trample a lion, and there are many accounts of buffaloes actively seeking out and confronting predators that have threatened the herd. This fierce collective defense makes the African buffalo one of the most dangerous prey animals on the planet, an adversary that commands respect from all who share its domain. Yet even these powerful animals have vulnerabilities. Their large bodies require vast amounts of water, making them dependent on rivers and waterholes, especially during the dry season. This need for water creates predictable movement patterns, which can be exploited by patient predators waiting in ambush near shrinking water sources. During the dry season, as water becomes scarce, buffalo herds are forced to congregate in specific areas, increasing their risk of predation despite their formidable defences. These crowded gatherings can become tense standoffs, with predators lurking at the edges waiting for any sign of weakness or separation. Another subtle vulnerability is a blind spot directly in front of the buffalo's snout. Skilled predators may use this to their advantage, approaching undetected until the last moment. Still, the African buffalo remains a symbol of untamable power and unity. Its strength is not just in muscle and horn, but in the unbreakable bonds of the herd, a living testament that, on the savannah, survival is a matter of strength, strategy, and solidarity. The African savannah, with its timeless beauty and raw drama, faces mounting challenges that threaten its ancient balance, challenges that arise not only from the outside world, but also from within the natural rhythms of the ecosystem itself. The intricate dance of survival between predator and prey, perfected over millennia, is increasingly disrupted by shifting natural forces and unpredictable animal interactions. Climate change is casting a long shadow over the plains, altering the very fabric of the savannah's environment. Regional temperatures have risen by 1.2 degrees Celsius in the last 2 decades alone, leading to longer, more intense dry seasons and increasingly erratic rainfall. This climatic shift has a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem as water sources dwindle and become more unpredictable. Dwindling water sources force animals to congregate in smaller areas, increasing competition for resources and creating hotspots for predation where hunters have a dangerous advantage. At the same time, the savannah's natural boundaries are shifting as vegetation patterns change, with some areas becoming inhospitable due to prolonged droughts or invasive plant species. Invasive plants, thriving in altered climates, can outcompete native grasses, reducing the quality and quantity of grazing land for herbivores. As grazing becomes scarce, herbivores are forced to travel farther and expend more energy in search of food, weakening them and making them more vulnerable to predators. Predators, in turn, may find easier targets among the weakened herds. But as prey numbers dwindle, competition among carnivores intensifies, sometimes leading to direct confrontations between rival species. For wide-ranging hunters like cheetahs and wild dogs, the changing landscape and shifting prey patterns can be catastrophic. Cheetahs need vast, unbroken spaces to run, And as grasslands become patchier, their hunting grounds shrink, reducing their chances of a successful chase. Wild dog packs require enormous territories to sustain their cooperative hunting strategy, and when prey is scarce, their survival becomes a daily struggle. Trapped in smaller pockets of land by natural barriers such as rivers, dense thickets, or inhospitable terrain, their futures become increasingly uncertain. The competition for water and food intensifies not only among predators and prey, but also among herbivores themselves, leading to more frequent and sometimes violent encounters between species such as elephants, buffalo, and antelope. Predators, too, are drawn together at the few remaining water sources, increasing the likelihood of conflict between lions, hyenas, and leopards as they vie for territory and prey. Scavengers like vultures, jackals, and hyenas also face greater competition, as fewer kills and carcasses mean less food to go around, putting additional pressure on these vital cleanup crews of the savannah. Even apex predators like lions are not immune to these pressures, as they must adapt their hunting strategies and territories in response to the shifting availability of prey and water. Cheetahs and wild dogs, already vulnerable due to their specialized hunting needs, are especially at risk as the natural balance of the savannah becomes more unpredictable. The combined effects of climate change, resource scarcity, and intensified interspecies competition have pushed the populations of both cheetahs and wild dogs to dangerously low levels, threatening their very existence. The wild savannah is more than just a collection of individual animals. It is a complex, interconnected system where every species plays a crucial role. The predators keep herbivore populations in check, preventing overgrazing and maintaining the health of the grasslands. The great migrations of wildebeest and zebra transport nutrients across the ecosystem, supporting a delicate web of life. Each animal, with its unique set of skills for speed, strategy, or survival, is a vital thread in this rich tapestry of life. Protecting this delicate balance is about ensuring that the epic story of the savannah, its natural wonders, its ancient rivalries, and its breathtaking diversity can continue for generations to come. Gap 2S. As the sun dips low over the grasslands, a new cast of characters emerges from the shadows, creatures often overlooked, yet absolutely essential to the health of the savannah. These are the scavengers, the hyenas with their bone-crushing jaws, the vultures circling high on thermals, and the jackals darting through the undergrowth. Together they form nature's clean-up crew, quietly maintaining the balance of life and death. Hyenas, with their powerful senses and remarkable endurance, are among the first to arrive at a fresh carcass. Their reputation as mere thieves belies their true role. They are skilled hunters in their own right, but it is their ability to consume nearly every part of a carcass, including skin and bone, that makes them indispensable. By devouring what others leave behind, hyenas prevent the spread of disease and recycle vital nutrients back into the soil. Above, the keen-eyed vultures circle, scanning the vast plains for any sign of a meal. Once a kill is spotted, they descend in spiraling flocks, their sharp beaks perfectly adapted to tearing tough flesh. Within minutes, dozens of vultures can strip a carcass clean, ensuring that little goes to waste. Their acidic stomachs can neutralize deadly pathogens, stopping diseases in their tracks and protecting the wider ecosystem from outbreaks. Jackals, ever watchful and opportunistic, slip in at the edges, making off with scraps overlooked by the larger scavengers. Even the smallest creatures, beetles, ants, and other insects join in, breaking down what remains until all that is left are bleached bones and scattered memories. This relentless recycling is more than just a feeding frenzy. It is a crucial process that keeps the savannah healthy. By swiftly removing decaying flesh, scavengers prevent outbreaks of illness that could devastate entire populations. The nutrients they return to the earth feed the grasses, which in turn nourish the herds and support the predators. Every bite taken by a hyena or vulture is a thread in the intricate web that holds the savannah together. Though they may not inspire awe like the lions or cheetahs, scavengers are the silent stewards of the plains. Their unheralded labour sustains the cycle of life, ensuring that even in death every creature has a role to play in the endless story of the savannah. As the twilight deepens over the savannah, our attention shifts to some of the smallest yet incredibly vital inhabitants of this vast ecosystem, termites and dung beetles. These tiny titans may go unnoticed, but their contributions are nothing short of monumental. Termites, often hidden within intricate mounds, are the unsung architects of the savannah. Their colonies can house millions of individuals all working together in perfect harmony. These industrious insects are expert decomposers, breaking down tough plant material that other organisms cannot digest. By converting dead wood and plant matter into nutrient-rich soil, termites play a crucial role in maintaining soil health and fertility. Their subterranean tunnels aerate the earth, allowing water and nutrients to reach deeper layers, which in turn supports plant growth and sustains the herbivores that graze the plains. Beyond their ecological engineering, termites are also a vital food source for a variety of species. From aardvarks to birds, many animals rely on these tiny insects to sustain themselves, creating a complex web of interactions that underscores the interconnectedness of life in the savannah. Equally important are the dung beetles, nature's tireless recyclers. These beetles are often seen rolling balls of dung across the landscape, a behaviour that is both fascinating and essential. By collecting and burying dung, these beetles help to break down and recycle animal waste, returning vital nutrients to the soil. This process not only enriches the earth but also aids in seed dispersal, as seeds embedded in the dung are transported and buried, giving them a better chance to germinate and grow. Dung beetles also play a crucial role in controlling parasites and reducing the spread of disease. By removing dung from the surface, they minimize breeding grounds for flies and other pests, contributing to the overall health of the savannah's inhabitants. Together, termites and dung beetles form the backbone of the savannah's nutrient cycle. Their relentless work ensures that nothing goes to waste, that every fragment of organic matter is broken down and reintegrated into the ecosystem. These tiny creatures, often overlooked, are the silent custodians of the plains, their daily toil sustaining the vibrant life that flourishes above ground. In the grand tapestry of the savannah, every creature, no matter how small, has a role to play. Termites and dung beetles remind us that even the tiniest actors can have the most profound impact, weaving together the threads of life and death in an endless, intricate dance. As dawn breaks once more over the golden plains, another community awakens, one that stands steadfast, rooted in place, quietly shaping the destiny of the savannah. These are the plants, the silent survivors, masters of adaptation, and the foundation upon which all life here depends. The iconic acacia tree rises above the grasslands, its thorny branches stretching skyward. This hardy tree has evolved remarkable defences against the relentless appetite of herbivores. Its sharp thorns deter most grazers, while some species release bitter chemicals into their leaves when grazed, sending a warning to neighbouring trees through the air. Yet, certain animals like giraffes have adapted alongside them, developing long tongues and tough mouths to feed on the nutritious leaves while avoiding the thorns. Beneath the acacias, a sea of grasses sways with the wind. These grasses, such as red oatgrass and buffalo grass, are the true architects of the savannah landscape. Their deep roots anchor the soil, preventing erosion during seasonal rains, while their ability to regrow rapidly after grazing or fire ensures a constant supply of food for wildebeest, zebras and antelope. Some species, like the resilient thatching grass, can even survive prolonged droughts by going dormant, springing back to life with the first touch of rain. Interspersed among the grasses are resilient shrubs and wildflowers, each with its own unique survival strategy. The whistling thorn, for example, hosts ant colonies within its hollow spines. In exchange for shelter and food, the ants fiercely defend the tree against hungry herbivores, forming an extraordinary plant-animal alliance. Meanwhile, succulents like the aloe hold precious water within their fleshy leaves, providing a vital resource for animals during the driest months. Seasonal changes transform the savanna into a living mosaic. After the rains, the plain bursts into colour as wildflowers bloom, attracting insects, birds and small mammals. These brief explosions of abundance sustain countless creatures, linking the fate of animals to the rhythms of plant life. Every plant, from the smallest blade of grass to the towering baobab, plays a critical role in the intricate web of the savanna. They offer shade from the scorching sun, shelter for nesting birds and insects, and food for grazers and browsers alike. The nutrients they cycle through their leaves and roots sustain not just themselves, but the entire ecosystem above and below the soil. Without the diverse and ingenious flora of the savanna, the great migrations, the epic hunts and the daily dramas of animal life would simply not be possible. These silent survivors, ever watchful and ever resilient, are the quiet heartbeat of the plains, a living testament to the power of adaptation and the interconnectedness of all life.